do we need to avoid plastics? What are single-use plastics and how to avoid them? So let's get to the first one. Why do we need to avoid plastics? So everybody says avoid plastic, it's too much. And we think why? Especially why when it is, derived from our nature. Where does plastic comes from? It is a biomaterial. Yes, we dig the petroleum out and make plastic out of it, right? Then when it is a biomaterial, why doesn't it biodegrade, doesn't go back to the nature? All the organic matter on this earth, like dead bodies, fruits, vegetables, everything go back to the nature. Who does that? If you leave this banana out there, after some days, it disappears. Why? There are like microorganisms, they work on it and they make it disappear and everything go back to the soil. That is very rich nutrient. But when you look at the plastic, when we dig the petroleum out, what we did, we added some chemicals to it. That makes it a new thing to this earth, to the microorganisms. So these microorganisms doesn't know this guy and they don't know how to break it down. So that's how this plastic is going to stay on our earth forever. It doesn't biodegrade. It's okay. We learned that sharing is caring. So let's share our earth with this plastic. Let them sit. About that, they don't sit quietly and nicely. When I said doesn't biodegrade, but they do break down. When they break down because of the weathering conditions like sun, water, and wind, they do break down. When they break down, they release chemicals to our soil, air, and water. So these are all toxic. And we don't want that. That's how plastic pollutes our nature. So let's look at this slide. Those are the landfills. They're full of plastic and they're not going to sit quietly. They're going to release toxic chemicals into our soil. And oceans. If you look at that, 150 million metric tons of plastic are already in the oceans. When you go to the beach, you see peaceful waves and everything is so nice. But if you dig deep, if you look inside, there is so much plastic already in there. And 8 million more are being every year. That's how much plastic we are dumping. And most of the plastics are already inside the oceans. And did you harm our animals? You did some sperm whale? It washed ashore with 13 lbs of plastic inside. You know what happens? The animals, when they eat, they don't know. If I give you a Ziploc and ask you to eat, do you eat it? No, you know that's not food. These animals, when they come in contact with plastic, they don't know it's a food or not. They just call it. And then when they eat, the tummy gets full with all the plastic. And they can't anymore. They can't eat anymore because the tummy is already full. You can't stuff it. And they are dying because of the hunger. And that big sperm whale with 13 lbs died because of not able to eat anything. And you see the turtle? That's not it. That's a plastic straw. And you see that tiny turtle stuck inside the 6-pack ring? You know what happened? When it was a baby, I think it got into it and it couldn't get rid of it because we have hands. But they can't do that. And it grew with it. And it's going to be there. You know how painful when something is like tightening your body? We don't want that. So our animals, they are suffering. And one more thing about the plastic is they don't decompose. Like I said, they don't biodegrade, but they do break down. They don't biodegrade naturally, but they do break down because of the weathering conditions, but they take years. They live longer than us. thousands of years, 500 years. Do you want to see? Look at that. If you leave a plastic bag outside, it will be there for 20 years. And then coffee cup. These are plastic lined coffee cups. 30. Plastic straw. This tiny plastic straw, 200 years. And then 6-pack plastic. The one around the turtle we just saw, 400 years. Who turtle? And then water bottle, 450 years. Coffee pots, we make coffee out of it. Plastic cups, disposable diaper. Do you know how many diapers we use for babies? And then each diaper takes 500 years. And toothbrush, look at that. Tiny toothbrush. This is a plastic too, and 500 years. So they are all going to stay forever. So what we can do? This is our second part. Okay, now we know that plastic is bad. So what kind of plastic can we avoid? I know that there's so much plastic. We make airplanes with it, and our house has it, our fans, our humidifier, they're all plastic. But we use them for a long run. But what kind of plastic are bad and we should avoid? Single-use plastic. The plastic you use and throw. You can't use it anymore. The toothbrush, you use it for, like doctors recommend every 3 months you change your toothbrush. So imagine, per year like 4 toothbrush, if you count it per lifetime. Oh my God, so many. Straws, earbud, that's plastic too. And the lollipops, the suckers, the stick, that's plastic too. And let's look at more single-use plastic to give you an idea. Plastic spoons. And let's look for more here. Balloons, they are plastic. Tetra Pak cartons, like milk cartons, they are plastic. Polystyrene, that is foam. This is plastic too. This is a different form of plastic, foam kind. And gloves, they are all plastic. And more, your shampoo bottle, your soap bottles, toothbrush, dish brush, everything, they're all plastic. Your moisturizing bottles, they're all plastic. So, same, how long single-use plastic items will be around? Oh my God, if you look at the styrofoam, this one, oh, this is a tough nut. It's going to be stay forever. Oh. And it's the same like we discussed. Now look at that. So, single-use plastics, like I said, like water bottle. We can say, my mom recycles them. My daughter, my parents, they're very good with recycling. I always recommend to recycle, but recycling is not the option. Just because we are recycling, we can't just buy them. Because why? Look at that, 80% of plastic bottles end up in landfills. Only 5 to 10% gets recycled. And because not every, we don't have recycling facilities everywhere. And also, it takes up 1,000 years to decompose. So always remember, solution to our plastic problem is avoiding. Recycling is not the solution. We should recycle, but avoiding is the first priority. 40 billion plastic cutlery per year in the United States. Oh my God, billion, you know what billion means? Thousands, millions, billions. Oh, that's a lot. It's just a tiny bit of plastic. Here, they said that it's a tiny bit. What can it do? Yeah, it's going to stay. And this plastic, when it breaks down, it will break down for 100, 200, 500 years. They break down to microplastics, like they call it small plastic that we can't see. And these microplastics are going to pollute everything. That we are going to see in a bit, what these microplastics are going to do. Now look at that. 5,000, what's that, million? Oh, straws are used each day in the United States. Where do you think they're all going? And we cannot recycle them at curbside. Every day, every week recycling bin, these can go in. And toothbrushes, they can't go in. We can't recycle everything our curbside. That's the other problem. Okay, so let's look at 9 reasons to refuse single-use plastic. Why I should say no. First, they come from, made from fossil fuels and huge carbon footprint. Let me tell you what is footprint, carbon footprint. Take a water bottle. We make these water bottles when we manufacture in big factories. When we are making these water bottles, the carbon dioxide, it's a gas, releases into the air. What is carbon dioxide? It's like, take a deep breath. We take oxygen in. Breathe out. We release carbon dioxide out. And this carbon dioxide is in the air. And you know who is helping out clean the air? Our plants, our trees. They take carbon dioxide in, like we take oxygen in. They take carbon dioxide in and release oxygen out. So they are balancing. They are like friends. We give plants what they need and they give us what we need. But you know what's happening these days? They're cutting down all the trees. And then the carbon dioxide, when we are making the stuff like this, in the air, nowhere to go because no trees. We are cutting down. And then we made these bottles. And then we have to distribute to everyone because Walmart needs to. We don't go to the factories to buy, right? We go to Walmart or we go to Target or Costco to buy these. So to distribute them all around the world, they use trucks and ships. And then when they travel, do you know the smoke that comes out of them? Carbon dioxide comes out of them. And then again, it's adding up to the air. Okay, let it be. What's wrong with it? You know? Have you heard global warming? This carbon dioxide heats up our Earth. That's why we see hot summers these days. So we don't want that. When Earth heats up, snow melts, water raises, oh, so much mess going to happen. So carbon footprint, that is called carbon footprint, releasing the carbon dioxide, adding more carbon dioxide into the air. We need to cut that. And like I said, they're going to stay 100 of years. That's the third point. And fourth point, tiny bit gets recycled. Fifth one, these plastics release toxins into the food we eat. You eat in the styrofoam, it releases toxin into the food. You're not just eating your food, you're eating toxins there. And what happens, what will happen with, if you eat those toxins? This cause hormone disruptions and cancers. We don't want that. And pollute our oceans, kills marine animals. We just saw those animal sufferings. And enters our food chain. How? I told you microplastics, right? These animals eat those microplastics. They're inside and we eat them. So what's happening? Microplastics to the fish, fish to us. If you're a vegetarian, don't worry. So that's how it's entering our body. Everything is coming to us, back to us. You throw a bottle outside and it's coming back to you. So, third point, how to avoid. Okay, now we know that plastics are not good for anyone, even for nature or for us. And single-use plastics to be avoided. And how? It's easy to say avoid, but how? Okay, let's look at it. Bring your grocery bag. You love to shop with your parents. I know because of COVID now things change, but everything will go back to normal. So even the toy shop, when you go to toy shop, Lego shop, bring your own bag. What kind of bag? Cloth bags or any bag from your house. Take it with you so that you can stop those plastic bags entering your house. Always carry reusable water bottle. I thought I had mine here. Reusable water bottle, okay? Like any water bottle. Bring your own cup to drink you don't drink coffee, but drinks. You know, my daughter is 8-year-old. She likes lemonade. When we go to shops, she gets her own cup, jar with the lid, and she asks them to put it in the cup. They do that. But now, because of the coronavirus, it's a little bit different, but things will go back to normal. Bring your travel pack to avoid cutlery. It's interesting. Why? This is the travel pack. It's so cute. What is travel pack? You know, when you eat outside, they give you plastic spoon, fork, and straw, right? You can bring your own. See? Spoon, fork, and straw. It's easy. You can put it in your mommy's bag. If you have your own bag, put it in there so that you don't be using their utensils. It's easy, simple, and fun. And non-plastic containers for snacks to school. Don't take Ziplocs. Take a reusable container from home, like a steel box or something like that. And carry reusable cutlery you're planning to buy lunch at school. Sometimes eating at school is fun. So bring your kit, put it in your school bag, and take your spoon out. It's so fancy, you know? Your friends will be like, oh my God, bring your spoon, that is so fun. And inside the home, what you can do. So like I said, like plastic toothbrush is not good. So what are our options? Bamboo toothbrush. These are natural. You can just put it in the compost bin or you can leave it in the nature. And shampoo bars. I said no shampoo bars. So what are our options? We have shampoo bars, soap bars. These smell so nice. These are options. And make your cleaners. That's our will be next session, how to make our snack cleaners. And stop buying too many snack bags. Anyway, they are not healthy. So cut down, because to cut down the bags. And then toys, buy what you need or buy used. So these are the 2 slides. So to tell you how to, go with the alternatives. I think we are running out of time. We have 5 more minutes left. How to involve your parents in it. Okay. Ask them to bring their own bag. Produce bag. These are plastics your mommy puts tomatoes in and all the vegetables in. Cloth bags. You can put your vegetables in there. You don't need this plastic. And ask them when they're having a party at night, at homes, ask them to go with the reusables like spoons, steel spoons, instead of plastic cutlery. And less trash. Try to control the trash you generate. And ask them to start composting. It's a fun thing. We will have 1 session on composting soon. And whenever they buy something, look for non-plastic alternative. Like when they are going to buy shampoo, tell them, Mommy, why don't you look for a shampoo bar instead of the shampoo in plastic bottle? So these are the 5 single-use swaps you can do. If you take 1 bamboo brush, you are avoiding 4 plastic toothbrushes. You can look at this chart. It's a fun thing. And 1 reusable bag is equal to 170 plastic bags. Oh my God, like this, you can cut down. And 1 metal straw, 540 plastic straws. You're saying bye-bye if you use 1 metal straw. And 1 cloth towel at the kitchen. Don't just go for the towels all the time. Use this cloth. And you can cut down. Oh my God, that's a lot. 7,300 paper towels for 1 cloth. Go for it. So it's doable. We can do it. So be the change you want to see in the world. We can all do it. So let's take your time. It takes time, but take your time, but try to do it, okay? And next club meeting is on February 7th. And we are going to talk about electronic waste. That means batteries, computers, laptops, where to dispose them and how to take care of them. So, and we are going to share the PPT in the club. So you can look at it for the facts and everything. If you have any questions, you can ask. I think we do have 6 minutes. Awesome. Then let's ask questions if you have any. Do you have any questions? You can unmute yourself. Please stop sharing. Okay. We are going to share the PPT in the club. So, and I'm going to post about the next club meeting, the questions, so that you can work on. In the club, when I put the questions, try to look up. You know, or you all know to Google, right? Just look, you will learn some fun facts. So if you wanted to post it in the group, please do that so that others will enjoy your facts too. Okay? So I will post by tonight about the next club meeting. What's the questions you can work on to make it easy for you. Okay? So we don't have any questions. Are we good? Vidya. Any questions, Vidya? Meet our Vidya and Supraja. Are you there? And Vidya, these are your friends in our group. They are going to help you. Supraja, can you say hi?
One second.
Oh, one second.
Hi.
Oh, that's Supraja. So electronic e-waste, Vidya is going to do the electronic e-waste session on February 7th. Okay? We will see you then on February 7th.
Oh, I think Zoya has a question.
Ah, Zoya, she raised her hand. That's cute. Go ahead. Unmute, baby.
Do we need to do anything before before the first club meeting? I mean, the second club meeting?
I will put the questions out today so that you can just work on. And if you want to post the answers in the group, you can do that, sweetie.
Okay.
Hi, Jishu. I see you there. I hope you had fun. Okay, no more questions? Okay then. Bye. Vidya, do you have anything to say, Supraja?
Into the trash can.
No, not into the trash can.
Oh, Jishu has something to say. What is it, Jishu? What is it, baby?
Where will we put the plastic bags if we have?
Which one?
Loudly, Bobby.
Oh, where will we put the plastic bags if we have some?
Where can
What
we
is
put
it?
the plastic bags? If we have some plastic bags already, where can we put them? That is your question?
Plastic bags. I know. These plastic bags, right?
Yeah.
So you can take them to stores for recycling, like Walmart, Target, Sprouts, Kroger. They have bins out there. They say plastic bag recycling. You can take these and put them in there. Okay? Thank you for asking.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, then let's.
Thank you.
Bye for attending. Thank you for attending and bye. We'll meet on February 6th.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Vidya and Supraja, stay. We will. Okay, you can unmute Vidya. I think we do have 3 minutes. We can
Okay.
stop recording, Vidya.